Good afternoon. Today is Thursday, October the 15th. Today in geometry, we did day 4 of the chapter 3 syllabus. We looked at some problems dealing with the different types of angles. So I will share the screen here and show you a type of problem that we did today. Remember, if we have two parallel lines, something like this, and another one here, and we cut these lines with a transversal, something like this, we get 8 different angles. So we get angle 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, 4 here, then 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now, and since these two lines, you know these lines are parallel because you see these arrows on the lines, that tells you that they're parallel. So remember, we have interior angles in 4 and 6 are alternate interior, 3 and 5 are alternate interior, and they are congruent. We have 3 and 6, and 4 and 5 are consecutive interior, and the sum of 3 and 6 is 180, and the sum of angle 4 and angle 8 is 180. And then you have alternate exterior, which would be 1 and 7, or 2 and 8, and these are also congruent. And then the final type of angles we had were the corresponding angles, which are 2 and 6, 3 and 7, 1 and 5, and 4 and 8. And we know that the corresponding angles are also congruent. So when I'm looking at a problem, I'll go ahead and erase this. So if you need a second to look at those, pause your video and then you can come back, but I will erase what I've got here and draw a problem up here. So now, when we have a problem, normally you start with your two pair of parallel lines. And you're cut by a transversal, and the transversal can come down something like this. Now, you know that these lines are parallel because you see the arrows on the picture like this. So that means those two lines are parallel. So now I have a problem here, like this angle here is 3x minus 15. And then the angle here to the right is y plus 25. And then the angle down here is 105. So what I know here, I know that the angle of the 3x minus 15 and the 105 are corresponding angles. And because they're corresponding angles, I know they're congruent. So I can come over here and set an equation that says 3x minus 15 equals 105. And then I can solve that. So if I add the 15, I have 3x equals 120. And then I can divide by 3, so I get x equals 40. Now, once I get x equals 40, I've found that. Now, since I know that 3x minus 15 is equal to 105, I can also replace 3x minus 15 with 105. So I can come up here and say that 105 is equal to y plus 25. And then if I subtract 25 from both sides, I have y equals to 80. So I have determined that y is 80 and that x is 40. So that's the type of problem you're working on. But the key to these type of problems is to understand when you look at the figure here, you know that 3x minus 15, this angle, and this 105 angle are congruent, and they're congruent because they are corresponding angles. And then I know that this one and this one are, they add up to 180. And I just did, I just made a big mistake here, so I'm going to have to go back and correct this, okay? Because 3x minus 15 is equal to 105, but these two angles right here are supplementary. They're not equal to each other. So I've got to do 105 plus y plus 25 equals 180. Because these two angles form a linear pair. That's the thing, I almost made a mistake there, but I've caught myself. So these two angles here add to 180 because they form a linear pair. So I can add this up, so then I get y equals 180 minus 130, so y equals 50. So y is 50. And then 50 plus 25 is 75. So that means this angle is, this angle here is equal to 75. And that means this angle right here is 105 because these two are vertical. So, and 105 and 75 adds to 180. So these same side interior angles here are supplementary, and this one are congruent. But once again, that's the type of problem we look at. So if you look at your homework, you've got a couple of problems that are similar to this. So determine what type of relationship you have with your angles, and then go ahead and solve for your x's and y's. If you have questions, send me an email and I will get back to you. So otherwise, I will see you tomorrow. Now, tomorrow we're going to look at lesson 5 on your syllabus. We'll be talking about slopes of lines. So I'll get back to you on that tomorrow.